Hey everybody, hello. This is Terry Luongo and welcome to Monday Night Live. It's Team Up Zoom and I am so happy to be with you this evening. There is so much going on in the world of Juice Plus, especially with the new launch of Luminate. You guys all know about it. You're all on it and you're all having experiences. But tonight I thought that we would devote this call to events because what I'm sensing and what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is that many of you out there would love to start doing events, but you're not quite sure how to start and what to do. So I thought tonight we'd spend a little bit of time doing just some basic training on events. And then we're going to visit with Sarah Winstead, who had a very successful event on Friday night. And we're going to have some fun with this. So, Kathy, do you want to pull up that slide deck? Because I bet you guys remember not too long ago that everybody in the industry was saying, events are dead. Events are dead. In-home events, forget about it, forget about it. Nobody wants to come out for an in-home event, and people are tired of Zoom events. And I got to tell you, that has been shifting very quickly in the past, for what I've seen, 6 months. And I'm going to show you here just a couple slides from Bob Helick. He calls himself, your virtual upline. And he really is brilliant when it comes to the industry. And he said that we're back to home events. He calls them parties, home events, parties, Zooms, in person, big meetings. And this is some of the reason why that they are timely and so effective. Anybody that comes to an event in your home or a Zoom event, whether that be a friends and family call or a Luminate event or a wine and wellness, that person is a highly qualified lead, not just for your product, but for your business. So if they're coming to something that you're doing, they are open to hearing about product, and they're open to hearing about compensation, and they're open to hearing about the company behind the product. Kathy, what's the next one say? That's number one. Number two, increased activities. Parties drive the activity of a new partner or affiliate. All right, a new partner or a new affiliate will engage with 10 times more people and get results way faster. That's why part of my launch, when I have a new affiliate, is always a friends and family call and train that new affiliate partner on how to invite and how to create excitement about their new venture. We're going to talk a little bit about that as we move through the evening. Okay, Kathy, reason number three, drum roll. Better conversion. Listen to this, guys. 74% of people surveyed said that they are more likely to buy a product when attending a virtual or an in-person event. Well, 74%. I hope that motivates you to get engaged and to start kicking the tires on how you can start doing events. Reason number four would be, drum roll please, community and connection. People today are starving for human connection, and events are a way to bring people together in a fun, meaningful way. And I'm seeing that across the board. All you have to be is on social media, see how much fun people are having at their in-home events, and people are coming out for them. And then Bob Helick just this week said, people don't care about your product. They care about their problems. Show them that you have the solution they need. So how do we find out what people's problems are? We ask them. We ask them. Whether you are visiting on the phone or you have them in your home for an event. I've been asking this question for years now. What is your greatest health challenge? What is your greatest health concern? And when you ask the question, then you'll understand what their problem is, and that will help you guide the conversation. All right. So knowing that so many of us now are kind of getting excited about hosting some of our own events, I thought it was pretty timely to show it's a 6-minute video. Okay, I found it on the Freedom Revolution. Leslie Chermak, she's a national marketing director, kind of gives us some basic fundamentals to follow when we are hosting an event. So the first thing that you want to do, number one, is decide, what's my event going to be? Is it going to be salad in a jar? Is it going to be a facial event? Is it going to be Luminate? Is it going to be wine and wellness? What is it going to be? The next thing that you start working on is your list. And I mean, seriously, pen and paper, and start writing down, who do you want to attend your event? All right, Kathy, if you want to run Leslie Chermak, we're going to take a look at what she has to say. This is timely, guys. This is information that applied 20 years ago, and it applies still today.
My name is Leslie Shermack, and 15 years ago, I was at a crossroad with my health. When my family started taking Juice Plus, we started feeling better, having more energy, eating better, and we really did not go to the doctor very much. And that gave me peace of mind as a mom. When I joined this company, I was not looking for another job, and I did not want to sell anything to my friends and family. But I wanted to be part of something bigger than myself. And when I knew that I could give back to the community and be part of a company that was giving hope for health and hope to help families in financial situations, I really took the journey. And I'm so grateful this day that we have, because it has really allowed my husband and I to have different plans for our future. And this residual income has allowed us to say yes to more things that are important to us. So right now you have made your list, you've developed your story, and you've got some events on the calendar. So now you are ready to start inviting. I would love for you to remember to be authentic and sincere, and picture the process as you're inviting, as you're texting or calling people, all the way through picturing them at the event. You know, we are offering a gift, and if we make it more about them and less about the outcome, then they're going to feel that energy, and then they are really going to know that you care more about who they are and the results that they get than actually what they buy. Schedule time to invite. So important to do that. You are going to be inviting through text messages, Facebook, and also phone, and over invite. The ratio really is about 10 guests per 40 invites. So remember that, and just over invite. Build up excitement for these events. I like to tell people to be 10% more excited than you normally are. And keep in mind that we are contacting our friends and family and our prospects. We're sending them an invite as a confirmation, and then we're connecting with them again to remind them about the event. Once we have that down, we're going to think about how to contact that person and make it into personal invite and a personal connection. It can be as simple as saying, I thought about you because, but you can attach something to that, like this. Hey there, how are you? Say, I was just thinking about you because I know you are health conscious. I know that you were wanting to get better sleep. I know that your kids are starting football. Once you do that, we go into the, if I could show you, would you? So you're going to, at this point, you're going to be inviting them into one of your events or offering to look at a video, and it might sound something like this. So I'm curious if you want to come to a wine and wellness. I'm having a few friends over. We'll be sampling smoothies, hearing health stories, learning about a simple way to get more fruits and vegetables into the diet. And you know what? The transformation my family had is amazing. My husband doesn't even drink his afternoon Cokes anymore. So would you like to come over and learn more? So you can see that when you share one little change about what's happened, that can also give them that connection, and it can be just fun and simple and easy. What if they say no? Well, it's okay to ask them, may I ask why? Because then you could probably help them overcome an objection. More often than not, people are saying no because either it's not the right timing for them, or they've just started a product, or they're really busy at this time. Most of the time, it's not because they're saying no to you. It's just because it's not the right time for them. Once you have done that, you want to get a commitment. And that means not that, well, I might show up or I'll try to make it. Usually that means no. So what we want to do is say, hey, I'm having a few get-togethers. Why don't you just come on over, see what it's about, and you can decide if it's for you or not. This really empowers your prospect to be able to say yes or no, and it makes them feel good knowing that, hey, you know what, this might just actually be fun. So let's say they say, yeah, sure, we'll want to do that. At any time possible, I'm going to encourage you to offer 2 events, because our brain goes yes or no, or this or that. It's easier for them to choose one of the events that you have them to invite to. So, hey, I'm having an event on Tuesday or Wednesday. Which one works for you? They say Tuesday, you say, great. I can't wait till you meet. And this is where you're going to edify your sponsor or the speaker that you are going to go see, that you're inviting them to. So important to do that, because you're allowing your prospect, again, to have another connection, and also to look forward to and being introduced to the person that you just talked about. Then you're going to say, so I have you down for Tuesday. I'll send you an invite as a confirmation and be contacting you the day before. There's that contact, send, contact again. So for those people that can't make it to an event, and you want to offer a video then, or you're offering a video, you want to get that commitment. It's going to sound like this. Okay, if I send you a video, when do you think you can watch it? By Tuesday? Okay, perfect. So if you watch it on Tuesday, would Wednesday morning or Thursday afternoon work to touch base? Because I would love to hear what you liked best. Again, you are putting the what would you like, I would like to hear what you liked best in their mind. So you are wanting to know how they feel about what the product is and how they feel about the information. So they say Wednesday morning. Again, here you're offering 2 times. Great, I have a 9:30 or an 11. 11 works for me. Okay, I'll send you the video and call you at 11 on Wednesday, and then I'm going to send you a quick text on Tuesday to remind you. Have a great day. This might feel a little foreign to you, but I want you to remember that this is practicing and trusting that the right people are going to come along and that the right people will say yes. The more you practice, the better it's going to feel. Your next steps is to refer to your starter guide for additional examples on inviting verbiage. Customize a script to take with you to your getting started meeting, for your startup meeting, before you begin. Very important. And be sure to watch the next video on social media. So thank you again for being here, and good luck to you.
Wasn't that great? Anybody want to unmute themselves? Did you learn anything from that quick 6-minute tutorial? I loved, and again, something that I've gotten away from is to promote 2 events at the same time. You know, which is better for you? I had forgotten how powerful that was, and Leslie did a great job reminding us how that's just a very positive thing to do. All right, anybody have any comments about that? Anything that you learned, something that you didn't know? Amy Hopkins, wow.
I have something from a different point of view, is that whenever they say no, or I don't think I can do that, is to stay in it. Don't back out. You know, just ask. I mean, it's not, they're just going to simply say, well, we have a game that night. You know, don't be afraid of the no. Just simply ask. Well, is there another time that might fit better? We're having this other event, and that's where that second event comes into play, right? So it's hard to stay in it for me whenever they say no. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, it's so easy to go. And it's kind of like, it's so easy to go, "Phew, my job is done. They said no." And you have to, to dive a little deeper to get down to, the meaning, the meaning behind the statement is so important. So thank you, Amy. Anybody else have anything they want to contribute about that short video? Any aha moments?
I think
I
Terry
really
just
like the
it's-
fact that she asks when they're going to have the time to watch it, and then sets up a quick follow-up time, because we can send out lots and lots of videos and never hear back from them. So that was very good to actually find out what their schedule will allow.
It kind of brings it into being a professional, doesn't it? This makes us network marketing professionals when we handle situations like that. Thank you, Jerry. Abby, did you have anything you wanted to share, honey?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think the reminder of continual follow-up, like, hey, confirming somebody's going to be at the event, and checking with them the day before, reminding them of the event. Like people's lives are so busy. You know, we talk about Luminate and how people are so overstimulated and there's so much going on. And so we have to remember, you know, that people need reminders and touch bases and, you know, not just to love them through that and, you know, remember how busy we all are and how reminders are so nice, you know.
Thank you. And you know what, Abby, I loved some of her verbiage too. So guys, that training is on the Freedom Revolution under events. And there's 2 or 3 there on promoting events. So that's where you can find it on the Freedom Revolution. And Abby, I know you're super, super proud of our next contributor. You know, Leslie said that it's a process and we practice, practice, practice. Well, you're Sarah Winstead. Unmute yourself, honey, because you had a very successful event on Friday night. And I know that for you, you know, guys, the growth is in the stretch and you want more certainty about who you are and what you're doing, start doing events because amazing things will happen. So Sarah, what kind of event did you have on Friday night?
I had a wine and wellness event. And y'all, I want to share a couple different things, 3 things, because it's good to do it in numbers. Just for an event like this, because there was a lot of no's in my head a week or 2 ago when Abby was like, I really think you should just go ahead and do an event this month. And I was like, it's a busy month. Like everyone's traveling, it's the end of the spring, but I decided to make the commitment and do it. So the first thing I will tell you guys is to really understand your story. There really is no event if you don't know your story. People are coming to hear your story. Yes, the product is so important, but if you don't have an experience with it, that is when everyone stops in the room and will like stop what they're doing and look. Share where you were before you started Juice Plus. Share where you are now. What was the fear of when you got started? Because that is what people are going to relate to. And I will say this, if you don't know your story and you're working with it, I would ask Terry to help you with it because at this point, you all, I can actually literally share my story in 3 minutes. I went a little longer on Friday because it was a more intimate group, but 3 minutes or less because people's attention span is not super long. Okay, so wise of the amount of people I invited. This event was smaller, but I will say there's power in an intimate group. Y'all, this time I only invited over 20. I had 2 women come. They were women that wanted to come to past events, but they weren't able to make it. They stayed at my house from 7:30 to 10 o'clock. We had a very intimate conversation about their health. They're 2 women in my workout community, very different ages. They left that night and they both ordered a trio there on the spot. How that happened. So don't be scared to ask for the sale, which I know is something we think that we're good at doing. Y'all, I'm a photographer, and when it comes to selling my work like that, I could sell you on that all day. But for some reason, and I'm going to be honest, times in the past when it would come to asking for the sale in an event, you're kind of like, ooh, and you just act kind of weird. Like you were very confident, and then all of a sudden you just act weird. So one of the biggest things I share with the ladies is like I had the order forms ready, and I said, hey guys, it's hard to be healthy all the time, and there's a million ways we can improve our life, and there's so many different things. This is going to take you about 30 seconds a day. This is an easy solution. It's an easy button to your health. Where are we going to get started? This is my recommendation. Pulled out the order forms. Once they agreed that they were going to get the trio, I had a gift for them, like waiting and ready. And I'm going to do this at the next couple of events. I want to have gifts ready for the people that order that night because I want them to leave with something. And in the gifts, it was like these 2 glass cups, and I had like a packet of the Chocolate Complete, the Luminate, which then we got to talk about the Luminate, the gummies, and then another little gift in there. I want to eventually start adding like gift cards, but I wanted them to leave with something. And then they left and they had a great experience and they were like, wow. And then they're associating it with the event. And so many times I feel like we have like an idea of what we think the event's going to look like, and we have an outcome in our mind. And it's so easy when there's less people, y'all, to cancel the event. Don't cancel the event. 2 people came, y'all, and I still think it was an absolutely incredible event. I'm actually glad it was those 2 women. I'd rather have 2 women that want to come for the reason they want to come instead of 10 people that are like, okay, thanks. I'm going to think about it. And I think having the order forms right there, I was like, perfect. I think we made the decision. One of the ladies there had a 19-year-old daughter, and I was like, so do you think she'd take the gummies or the capsules? Just let me know what you're thinking. This is before she even knew she was going to order anything. And she was like, think I'm going to do the gummies. I was like, perfect. I started with the gummies too. What do you think you're going to do? And her friend was like, well, I would also like to order the gummies. I was like, that's awesome. We're having a gummy party. Why don't you guys just send me your credit card information and we'll go from there. So that was, I'm really excited. I already have another one on the calendar for June. And a lot of the ladies, when I was inviting it to them, they already had asked to let me know when the next one was going to be. I do think there's a lot of beauty in the sourdough events, but what I will say in the summer, especially for moms, I feel like they're wanting a space and time to be able to kind of relax and socialize. And I literally said in the invite process, y'all, that this is what I'm going to be talking about. I will be sharing my Juice Plus story. We will be talking about gut health. This is how the night's going to look. I'd love for you to come. So there was they weren't unsure of what we were going to talk about. Like when they walked in, they knew exactly what was going to happen. So
you know what I love about this, Sarah, is that it was a wine and wellness event, and yet you still used the script from the sourdough event at the wine and wellness. Guys, we have everything that you need already. That is so, and talk about assuming the sale, Sarah Winstead. Let's just give it up for her because that verbiage was so powerful. That is so much fun. I love that. All right. So now that you see how, it's work. These things are work, guys. This is network marketing. Okay. And so, yeah, you got to put some effort into it. But, Sarah is 2 trios happier today, and because of the time and energy that she put into this. All right, so I know that one of the events that we're looking at and people are starting to promote are the Luminate events. But a lot of you are hanging back because you don't know what to say. You don't know what to say about brain health, right? You just don't know. Well, on boards, guys, Lisa Pebbles has 6 2-minute videos that you could queue up at a Luminate event. Have them sample the Luminate while they're watching 6 2-minute videos, tell your story, sip it, out the door they go. And let me tell you, that could be a powerful, powerful event. All right. You know what I'd love to show you? Pamelia Parker came up with 2 invites for Luminate events. I thought they were so cute. I want to show them to you here because I know that Pamelia would share them. Look at that. Open house. Your pick me up before you pick them up. How clever, isn't that clever? I love that. All right, so Pamelia, I have a lot of people are going to say, I want that invite. What's the next one? I like the other one too that Pamelia did. Come meet my new energy drink. Exhausted and struggling to get to the end of the day. Pamelia said, yeah, sometimes I get creative. Talk about powerful. Look how simple these invites are, but yet I'm going to tell you, they speak to people's needs right now. Everybody is looking for more energy. These are so good. Yes, they are. Thank you, Pamelia, for sharing those. Okay, Abby Nowlin, you've got an event. I want to talk to you about 2 events that are coming up this week that are important. Abby, I know that you are on tomorrow night. Kathy, could you show that flyer? What can we expect tomorrow night?
Sarah, you're asking me, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so tomorrow night is going to be an amazing Zoom with Christian Stallings, which if you don't know who she is a mother-baby nurse in our community. On her way to QNMD, Emily Otten is an NMD with a little 9-month-year-old girl, and she's going to be sharing her story. So it's going to be really powerful. You're going to hear from Christian to kind of kick things off as the mother baby nurse, the perspective, all the education. And then I will take it over, dive into Juice Plus, share my story, questions to ask yourself when choosing a prenatal. And then we'll break that down and how Juice Plus checks the boxes for all those questions. And then everybody will actually walk away with a free resource as well. So this event is going to be incredible. I wish that we could, gather everybody in person for it, but it's going to be awesome and on Zoom. And I will tell you, we only have 100 lines and it sounds like a lot of people are promoting for it. So just be mindful of that. So I'm really excited about it. And, it's been a great way to invite and open conversations. So no matter whether somebody's, wanting to have kids, is pregnant or in the postpartum phase, anywhere in those, anywhere in those years, this call is applicable to them.
Fabulous. That's going to be so awesome. And I have this invite has been posted on the Team Up Facebook page. It's been on Voxer. If you don't have it, let me know and I'll make sure that you have it. Also tomorrow night, there is an amazing business opportunity. Take a look at this, the right company, the right product, the right time. And this actually is, this is 8 o'clock Eastern time. So this is 7 o'clock Central time. So actually, guys, because your call's at 7:30, I think, Abby, right? So you could actually attend or promote both of these events. Look at who's going to be speaking on this call, talking about crossing the generations. Emily's going to be busy tomorrow night. She's on both calls, right? If Emily can be on both calls, we can support her by showing up and promoting. Okay. Oh my God, my baby girl doll, Julie Muse, she's amazing. Leanne Harris and Dawn Rathman, 4 very successful women in our business. I think this is going to be one of the powerful business calls of the season. So you're really going to want to promote that. I would invite all of our new affiliates that have come to our team in the past 2 or 3 months to come to this call. This is vision building at its best. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. If you want to take that down. Oh my gosh, coming up right around the corner, Amy Hopkins, we've got something fun happening in Lubbock, Texas.
Y'all, it's going to be exciting. Abby, do you have the flyers?
I think Kathy might have the flyer.
I
Oh, Kathy.
do. I do. Let's see here. Okay.
So while she's pulling those up, I'm calling it the Texas Two-Step for a 2-day, 3 events. It's going to be a flyby with Abby and Terry both coming to town. If you have anybody in Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Midland, Hobbs, New Mexico, Eastern New Mexico, the Texas Panhandle area, send them our way. Terry is coming to town. We're going to have a beautiful event. She's doing her age backwards for us, and I hope to pack it full. And I'm super stoked about that. We're also going to have after that, which is going to excite everybody. We're going to invite them to the Illuminate lunch hour. We're having it at a little restaurant, a big restaurant here in town. And then later that evening, we're going to have a business event, which I think is going to be really powerful and impactful. And I can't wait for some people from these events to come to the business event also, because I know whenever I started, I wanted to do all of it right then. I know not everybody's that way, but there's still a lot of people that are. And for people to be able to have access to invite to that next thing and the third-party validation. All of my people are sick of listening to me talk. So I'm excited to get them in front of other people. And so I'm super blessed to be in this area and for them to be coming with us. And so that's what I have to say about that, Terry.
Okay, well, we're going to be posting these flyers everywhere because I know that we're looking forward. We've been planning on hitting Lubbock for a long time. And I know it's going to be great fun and wonderful things will happen from it. All right. We're already at 30 minutes, but we just can't stop talking about Luminate, can we? And so I thought tonight, invite 1 or 2 people to share their Illuminate experiences because it's so much fun to hear somebody else's story. Sarah, are you there? Sarah Zizeki?
Zarecki.
Zarecki, there you are, girl. Okay.
I'm here. Yep. Yeah, just super fast. Tried it. Took me a few days to get a little bit used to it because I don't think my body was quite used to all the goodness. But then as every single Juice Plus product I've ever had, even the ones that I start out not liking, my body started screaming for it, craving it, wanting it. So then I was just like, hooked on it. Noticed that I was very, very gradually just sort of losing a little bit of weight here and there, which was kind of cool, not trying really. And then what really killed me was, or not in a good way, but in a good way, was it just killed my sugar craving. It was like almost like it made me sick. It actually did make me sick because I had actually gone to church and I had a little bit of a cough and I was eating Lifesavers, which I never eat, but I was at the connections desk. I had to talk to people. I started to eat a couple of those. I literally got nauseous, you guys. I felt sick to my stomach. And I just noticed, like, if I'm drinking Luminate daily, it's so bizarre. It's like a mental and a physical thing all tied together where I just, the thought of sugar just makes me sick. So bizarre.
Wow. We're just scratching the surface on what this Luminate is doing for physiology. It's so powerful.
Yep.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hey, Ray Vag, I know that you have a customer. If you want to unmute yourself, I think you have a customer who's had a great experience. You want to share what that is?
Yes, one of my friends who I've known for 40 years, my friend Richard, he and I have totally different views on health and healing. I'm Mr. Organic, I'm Mr. Natural Everything. Richard is better health through chemicalization. Whatever drug he can take, he can take. So I was up staying with him for a few days and he heard me on a call talking about the Luminate. And when I got off, he said, I think I'd want to try that. He may have been motivated because his brother was just diagnosed with a brain issue. So I think there was a little bit of a motivation. But Richard is a chief purchasing officer for one of the top 4 accounting firms. He negotiates multi-million-dollar deals. And so I ordered the product just before they stopped shipping. He got it, he started taking it. Next time I saw him, I didn't even think to ask him about it because I was sure that he would try it once and that would be kind of the end of it because he's not into this type of stuff. But he says to me, oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you about your stuff. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, he says, sign me up. He said, I have been on multiple phone calls this week where I have been on my game. And he said, every word that comes out of my mouth, he says, I sound brilliant. He said, and the only change that I've had is that I started taking your stuff. So just keep it coming. So I was pretty amazed at his response. So
Isn't that fun? You have empowered him in a big way. Thank you. Hey, Abby, are you still with us? Because I know that you have a brand new QSC that's on with us tonight. You want to introduce
Yes.
her?
Michelle Willoughby is in the Lubbock area. Actually heard about Juice Plus through Shannon Craig at a sourdough event, and she just hit QSC. So super excited for her. Michelle, are you there, girl?
Yes, hi. I'm so excited.
Yay, so glad you're here.
So
Thank
Michelle,
you.
why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to wrap up the call, but I thought I would wrap up with you. So welcome.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I've Michelle Willoughby. I have been a hairdresser for about 30, I think I'm going on 35 years. And super excited about just what Juice Plus did for me just within a few months. I had lost a lot of hair due to some COVID related issues over the last 3 years. And I was pretty shocked at what had happened and seeing the growth and energy. I've not been sick in 3 months. So I'm very excited about this journey and passionate about learning a lot more about it. So
we know, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of you in the future because you're dedicated and you have that passion and purpose. So congratulations.
thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so my friends, no call next Monday night. It's a holiday weekend. And can you believe it's already going to be the end of May? But we're having a great month. We've got lots of new AROs coming in. We've got lots of new affiliates coming in. So invite them to the Monday night call. There's always something that we learn when we come together. And this is what community is all about. So I'm going to say thank you. Good night. And there's a few of us that are going to hang on because we're doing a Lubbock planning session here. So we're going to, 2 or 3 of us are going to hang on. The rest of you, good night. Have a good holiday. We'll see you back the first Monday night of June. Take care.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Congratulations.